Hello. My hair kind of looks a bit pink, but I think it's simply because of the lights behind me, and I kind of give a reddish light and the sun. Anyway, I really like autumn, and there's an autumn tag, of course. It's probably annoying, but I just wanted to do it, so here I go. Favorite drink? Now, I usually only drink water or builder's tea, to use English slang, which, if you don't know, is simply, this is my favorite brand for a strong cup of tea, by the way. It's amazing if you want a really strong taste. It is just called English breakfast tea usually in America, but because this is proper English tea, it's not called that. Yes, it's just called Yorkshire tea because it's made in Yorkshire, which is a place in England. Anyway, so I usually just drink those two things. Obviously, I think in autumn I'll probably start drinking a lot more hot things. I will very occasionally have hot chocolate, but like I said, very occasionally. And last year, my favorite drink for autumn was this. Oh, you can't really see it because it's webcam, but it's Tea Pigs, which is this amazing brand in England. It's Tea Pigs Spiced Winter Red Tea. And basically it's a rubus, I think it's a rubus red, or red bush, different people know it by different names. Yeah, it's a rubus, it's 85% rubus, I can't talk, red bush, rubus, whatever. Rubus is amazing, by the way, if you want a warming tea. And then it has orange blossom, cinnamon, ginseng, cloves. It's just, it's like apple cider, but for tea lovers. It's amazing. And it's loose leaf tea, and they call it tea temples, which I love, and yeah, it's basically loose leaf tea, but without the fuss of, having to deal with like loose leaf tea. It's in these little silk wheel tea bags, which, I don't know if you can see, but it's just, this is such a great tea. I brought this back, I'm at the house in America right now, and I brought this over from England. I have still so much tea left over, thankfully, because, you can even use a tea bag, one of these more than once, which is fantastic. So I'm probably going to drink that again a lot as it gets colder. Favorite album? Okay, so I tend to, autumn 2011, for some reason, I just have in my heart as a really good autumn, I think because it was. And that's also when I discovered a lot of, actually, my favorite albums now. So I tend to go back and listen to them for nostalgia's sake. That's when I first discovered Ellie Goulding, and also Mumford & Sons' Sigh No More album, which I don't listen to so much anymore. I'm kind of going off Mumford & Sons a little bit, but that's the same with Regina Spektor. Like, I still love her in my heart, but I just don't listen to her as much anymore. But Ellie Goulding I still listen to pretty often. It's amazing for walking, because it's high energy and whimsical. Then also Laura Stevenson and McCann's Sit Resist. That album I discovered 3 years ago, and I've been listening to that a lot too. So I guess those two albums, Ellie Goulding and Laura Stevenson and McCann's, are my favorite autumnal listenings. Also, I love when I'm walking to listen to LibriVox.org, which is this place where books in the public domain in America, you can volunteer to read them, and there are fairy tales, and so it's so amazing. You get to hear all these different readers, and it's free. You get to hear all these different readers read off fairy tales, and it's just so amazing to walk in the woods and to listen to fairy tales while you walk. I love it. That's definitely one of my favorite autumn things. Yeah, probably even more than listening to the music. Favorite thing to wear? I love autumn because I love layering, and I really don't like summer. So, because of the opposite reason of that you can't layer. So, I've got two of my most brightly colored tights here. This is thick. These are older, but there's more autumny colors, but just color tights. And I also love that you can wear hats and things like, I don't know, that's not how I will wear it. And I have my fox scarf, which is super cute, which I'm gonna wear right now. I got this last year. It's so cute, isn't it? Oh my goodness. And my kitten mittens. Yeah, I'm a child. Anyway. Those, I just really like that kind of stuff. I love wearing skirts and tights and then layering with hats and scarves and all that good stuff. Favorite leaf? I really dislike maple leaves. Maybe it's because my mom was Canadian. Maybe it's because where we grew up in London there were a lot of big maple leaf trees. Probably I think that's the main reason why. And I just really like maple leaves. There's also quite a lot of maple leaves around here too, which is great. I also think oak leaves are very interesting and fascinating. They're very different than any other leaf, which I really like. Favorite pumpkin face? I don't think I've actually ever carved a pumpkin. I've maybe watched someone do it, but that is just not up my alley at all. The fuss and the mess and the fear that I would cause an accident with a knife, or I don't know, something. So I don't think I ever have. It probably is on my to-do list one day, but I really admire people's pumpkins I see who really take it to an artistic level, you know, like they'll carve, you know, TV characters into them, or words, or I'm just so amazed by that. It's really is an art form. Yeah. Favorite movie? It's funny because I usually watch films all year round because it's such a great form of escapism and storytelling. But during autumn and winter, I actually tend to watch it more. What's that thing called? I think it's called SAD. I can't remember what it stands for, but it's basically because you have less sunlight. It like brings on depressive episodes, but with me, I'm the opposite, which is very strange. I don't do well in the heat at all, so when it gets cold, I finally feel like I've become alive again, and my vitality is back. And so I actually move around more, and I want to do more things. And also it might have to do with the fact that, you know, everyone else seems to slow down a little bit. It could be just my imagination, but people tend to be kinder around this time of year, and they slow down a bit. And then that makes me feel, I don't know, like more human, I guess, because I'm more in touch with the rest of humanity. I mean, because like during summer everyone's rushing around doing things, and that's like the time where I'm at my most lethargic, and it just kind of make you feel awful. I know it's bad to compare, but people compare for you, even if you're not trying to, so even if you're just trying to be happy doing what you're doing. So I kind of like it. But the question was favorite movie. Well, my mind goes to one of my favorite films, Driving Lessons. It's probably one I'll watch again. I just really love Driving Lessons, and I tend to want to watch it in the spring or the autumn. Like, it's just I just love that film. If you're going to me, if you're interested. Thing to do. My favorite thing to do is definitely go on my walks in the woods. That autumn, I can't do that at any other time, and I really do like the woods around here. It's probably my favorite thing about where my parents live. The walks. So, favorite comfort food. I mean, I don't really have one specific food for autumn, because I change up what I like to eat so often. It's ridiculous. Um, I guess the one that has gone back the longest has been like a good stew or soup. Like my mum made, with some leftover rice, she made like a vegetable combo, you know, with carrots and potatoes and vegetable broth and the rice, and that was just really, really comforting and lovely, and healthy as well, and nourish, and it's just, yeah, that's my favourite thing. I guess it also reminds me of like childhood autumns when she would cook stuff like that. Candle to burn. Okay, so I used to burn candles all the time when I was like 15 and stuff, but I recently, I don't know whether it had to do with me like doing research on it or what, but or maybe it's because I was getting headaches that I was doing research on it, but the smells that people say, oh, are so nice at candles, actually have started to give me headaches and things. And that is for a good reason, because they give off like the fragrances and actually good for you. So last year is when I really researched it, and I came up with this person they're from Canada. It's Love Bees on Etsy. You can't really see. Yeah, cinnamon and honey. There's also one that's lavender and honey, or just honey, and it's in a mason jar. I've already burnt half of it, which is really sad. These are very expensive, but worth, I would say, pretty much every penny, because it smells like honey and cinnamon, like the proper, it's not artificial smell, and it burns really well. Beeswax makes a really good, you know, it really burns bright, it's fantastic. This one, I had a few of them, and this one has actually burned level. The other ones, I had trouble with the wick going one side or the other, and then wasting a little bit of beeswax, but these are great. Also, a safe alternative to artificial stuff is soy candles, which are slightly less expensive than beeswax candles, but yeah, I really like candles. So that's actually what I got for Christmas last year. I got from Etsy. They were more expensive than regular tea lights, but they were all soy tea lights, and they're absolutely fine. They're clean burning, and it's great. Okay, lip color. Well, I mean, I don't wear lip stuff, but I'll show you my lip balm. So, Burt's Bees, just the regular one. This is the one that I will wear most often. It doesn't have any color on it, but it has vitamin E and peppermint oil, and it's really moisturizing for lips, which is important at this time of year especially. So, yeah, that was my long tag thing, and please feel free to do it if you want to do it, and you make videos or want to make videos, I don't know, just do what you want. Yeah. Bye. I hope you guys are having a good autumn so far, wherever you